You've probably seen in the news there's been a lot of talk about whether paracetamol is linked to autism in pregnancy, and there's no scientific evidence to back that up. As a politician and a doctor, I've been asked quite a lot about this, so I thought I'd do a quick video to talk you through the evidence that's out there. Now, it's worth kicking off by saying actually it's quite hard to do trials on pregnant women because ethically you can understand that's quite difficult. So almost every medication you will ever use says caution in pregnancy, not tried in pregnancy, or speak to your doctor before doing so. The reason for doing this is because you need to balance up the benefit of taking that medication versus the risk of taking that medication. In this case, what we know concrete is that an untreated fever, i.e. having a high temperature in pregnancy, is incredibly dangerous. It can lead to early labour, it can lead to birth defects. That evidence is concrete. Paracetamol is used to bring down temperatures, so a really important part of a doctor's armoury when it comes to dealing with infection. Let's turn now to the issue of whether paracetamol is linked with autism. And there was a study done in Sweden looking at 2.4 million people that was released in 2024 that has very concrete conclusions on this. Let me talk you through it. Here it is. This is the article published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. They set out to solve the question, does paracetamol use during pregnancy increase children's risks of neurodevelopmental disorders? Now, they looked at population studies and unmatched found there could be a possible link, but when matched, they found no evidence of increased risk of autism. What does this mean? Well, no association. That led them to conclude that there was no association and that other causes could be linked to it, i.e. confounding. Now, when I was asked about this on Question Time, here's the explainer I gave between causation and correlation, because it's really important.
What's actually going on with the study that's being talked about here, and we saw it in the pandemic, is confusing causation and correlation at the moment. Let me give you an example what I mean by this. When ice cream intake goes up, so does sunburn. Does that mean that ice cream causes sunburn? No, it doesn't. People eat ice cream when it's sunny and they're out in the sun. So the difference between causation and correlation is really important. And science looks into the idea to work out where these fit, and there isn't anything that links it.
I think it's great that we should scrutinise science, but we've got to do it in a responsible way and be led by the evidence, because the risk versus benefit is critical in any decision you make, both in the way in which you approach drugs and when you use them, particularly in pregnancy.